And always take time to communicate and talk to your animals about things that you know they love. We're so also kind of sold onto the idea that when we communicate with our animals, it should be something that we don't know about them. But with our own, they want to talk about things that we know they love. So again, look at your own relationships. Look at, your children or your partner or your parents, and you know so much about them already. So as a result, you also know what topics they like talking about. Perhaps in families, we're quite good at picking topics we know they don't like talking about and triggering all sorts of, emotions. But think about your best friend or somebody that you like, and you already know, for example, say you've got a friend who loves shopping. You already know they like shopping. So you might think, why ask them about shopping? But you also know that if you ask them about shopping, they'll just be like, rah! They'll just talk about all the things they've bought, the best shops, the best bargains. They'll not stop talking about it because it's a topic that they enjoy. And what does that do? It gives them such a good feeling. And you'll find something out about them that you wouldn't have found out even if you've heard them talk about shopping before. I will share with you a client consultation where this dog shared with me how he loves the ball. And my client goes, oh, yeah, I know he loves the ball. Almost like he's a Labrador, he loves the ball. And you could think in that moment that, oops, I'm not saying anything my client doesn't know. But you know what? I asked the dog, I said, tell me more. Tell me more about what you love about the ball. And oh my goodness, it will be an experience I'll never forget, even though this consultation was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. The texture of the way the dog experienced the ball in his mouth, and even if I'm describing it to you now, it's as real now as it was then. The drooling, I was very embarrassed. I was drooling on video because it was so real. The smell of the ball. And it was like, and you know what? He described this ball as his best friend. Did his person know that about the best friend? No. As far as my client was concerned, it was just a ball. But her perspective completely changed. So ordinary things can offer you a much deeper conversation with your animal. All right. So I really want to encourage you to do that. And that to me is what it means to have a meaningful communication. Because what's happening here is when the dog showed me he liked a ball, it was important for me to find out from the dog his perspective about the ball, not my perspective or my clients. And just to experience the intuitive senses that this dog shared was just incredible.